Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Rosefrost. In the last episode we went ahead and claimed the Blackstone Golem's heart right here. And we also made a wool farm way over there. Let me tell you, it is really efficient. So efficient in fact that I've gotten a stack or an entire shulker box of white wool in probably maybe just under 30 minutes of AFKing. So this thing is unbelievably efficient. And also, as it turns out, not having the 6 full sheep in here actually makes this thing a lot less efficient than the other ones. I mean, this produces about half as less wool than the other 3. So maybe I should have tried to get those other 2 in there despite how frustrating it actually was. Oh yeah, that's for later. Speaking of later, in this episode, I am of course going to draw the entire, well, not the entire outline, actually not even close, but the very general road layout for the town, as well as finally covering that thing up. I say finally, but we just put it there last episode, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But we'll cover that thing up, and we'll get the roads all laid out. Now, I'm not too sure how far this entire shulker box of white wool is going to get me. My guess is not nearly as far as I want it to, but who knows? Actually, future me will know, so. Alright, now, for the roads, I want them to generally be 1 block away from any entrance on a building. For example, this one right here. I want the road at the edge of the road to go right here and not right here because it butts up to there, and even though this is going to be 3 blocks out, I mean this is still a very prominent entrance. Now over here it'll work for buildings like these because it'll just be a simple 1 block out, and because there's only 1 entrance it'll work just fine. This will actually be true for the majority of my buildings except for the castle over here, where I am going to make a dedicated path that goes up to the dragon head. And you know what that reminds me? I have yet to fix the terrain over there, as well as actually down over here. I'm pretty sure there's still quite the ledge here. Yeah. But anyways, I don't think those will pose too big of a problem. And so we're going to start with a lot of this actually, because most of it can fit my inventory. But we're going to run a road right across here, right in front of the house. I'm not going to make it all level. That would be painful. And I'm thinking that we probably go for a 5 wide road. That's what I'm thinking. So I'll have to, make plans over here. I'm probably actually not going to expand the town any that way or that way in any way, because it is a different biome and I like this area just a little bit more. Also, that thing's got to move here soon. But what I can do is, because I don't have really a complete scope, I can go ahead and make rough kind of incisions like this. Got to remove all the stone and stuff like that. So I'm thinking something like this as the first line. We got a curve there, and then we could probably have some kind of alley over here. This is where the different colored wool will actually be nice, but I made a mistake, so we're not getting that. And just like that, we have the first road done. So we'll probably put something here, probably something very large, and then we'll probably have a pathway that goes behind it. So as you can tell, of course, I don't want to do all of this in one fell swoop, because I'm of course going to be building many more things, and if I put them in the wrong place and then I don't like my road placement, I gotta change quite a few things up. So well, that was just about everything I could get done. I was about 1 stack away from running out. But as you can see, I actually got a lot done over here. We've already got some squares forming right around here for some, shops and other stuff to go there. And then as you can see over here, we're going to have the town square. But this has really got my brain flowing for some cool ideas. I'm thinking that this little area here can be like a little offloading area from the harbor. And then this could connect into the harbor, and so could that one. Over here too, that road right there could also connect into the harbor, and I'm thinking this one over here does too. Plus, there's a lot of other cargo-related items across the shore, so... And of course, this is where the quarry is going to go, but I'm not too sure exactly how big it's going to be, so I've kind of left a lot of this over here as blank, because I am really not too sure what to do here. I'm not too sure if I should close this off or make this block a little bigger. I'm just a little undecided. And then I'm also not too sure on generally what to do over in this area here. Now I'm thinking I'm going to split this block somewhere, probably like right around here so that I get a nice solid one right here. This is also going to be generally level. I also left a lot of this area blank over here because this area is really not planned out at all. I have not thought this far ahead, and I haven't built that yet, so I haven't been able to connect the roads up here like I've wanted to. But honestly, it's a lot more progress than I thought I was going to get done. So maybe over the next few episodes, we can go ahead and almost get the entire thing done. And then also over here, I finished this right there, the pathway that leads up right to the dragon, but I don't know what to do over here because I do want it. I'm probably thinking the road doesn't want to do anything. What am I talking about? I'm thinking I'm going to take the road probably up here and along here, and then this will kind of actually be the cutoff for this side of the village. But again, that's pretty far into the future, so only time will really tell. And now with just about the entirety of the roadways mapped out, I think you guys know exactly what we're doing next in the episode. I have already gathered all of the materials for it. It wasn't too hard. I went slightly different with this build. It's not really kind of something I usually build. Well, it's still quite a big box like that guy over there, but I tried to put a little bit of extra shape into it. So, I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Even though I already know how it looks. But first, I need to trim away this area right here. And that was really it. I know, quite surprising. But there we go. That should be plenty of room. Oh, and I'm going to need to get rid of this a little bit. And this should be plenty. Maybe just bolster this edge over here. Well, with everything done and explained, I say we hop on to a little time lapse. Oh, here we are. This was not at all difficult to build. I actually had quite a fun time building it, unlike what it stores. As you can see, I've had to bring out this platform quite a bit more, so I got to get past along with the weird drift that's over there too, so. But when I said kind of a different shape, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too sure what I was talking about. Because this just seems like just about all my other builds. I mean, there were a few things that I did differently with it, particularly use of the hanging signs and fences here, as well as using upside down stairs as kind of edge here for the roof. I really like it. I think it is phenomenal, primarily if you look at it from here. If you go to the side, well, there's just not too much detail over here, so. And I also realize I need to fix something here. That's not supposed to be there. Bop, there we go. This is the build. No interior, of course, as I can't really design one with this in here, so it's just meant to cover up the sheep or the wool farm, so. Halfway through, I ran out of tiled deep slate stairs. It was kind of annoying. I don't know if this is an issue with Lightmatica or something. I feel like it is, but especially with modded stuff. But for some strange reason, a lot of times I end up short of one particular block and way too much of another. So it's like over-calculating certain blocks, but it's also under-calculating others. I'm not too sure how it works, but as you can tell in here, these are all of the extra resources. Now, I of course stacked up a little bit of extra just in case, but I had like maybe 18 extra deep slate bricks. There is an entire stack in here that I don't think was counted that was overcounted. So I really don't know. I'm not too sure. So, but it's built nonetheless, and without that much pain. So, all right. And now for next episode, we need to do first of all, a lot of major terrain fixes here. In particular, this gigantic hole here. Geez, that I appear to have fallen into. Miscellaneous holes everywhere else, these edges there. But I also want to actually get a little bit more progress done on the castle. I built the head and kind of left it. So I want to get the 2 towers down in front of it, one on the left and one on the right, as well as those little claws that I was talking about coming out of the ground. So a lot of base work tomorrow, but I do like building, so I'm really not complaining. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!